Yeah, Young OG, Blair, Thomas, and Magic. Subscribe now, watch us live lavish. We got Brooks, now we live, and we bringing major vibes. Obsidian Alliance, we taking off flying high. Follow us now for guidance. Obsidian Alliance, Obsidian Alliance. We got the best advice. Keep it real, no lying. Obsidian.
Ooh, I was about to start singing.
We ready? Hey, what's going on? It's the Obsidian Alliance here, and today's topic is what is a friend? I was supposed to let y'all know last week, of course, when we had Toy Story, we copyright. This man just want to get us copyright. I see. Just can't have no fun. But no, what is a friend? Now, last video, I was supposed to let y'all know who was the last two people to subscribe to the channel. Unfortunately, since y'all don't make y'all subscriptions public, I can't give y'all a proper shout out. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the video, as well as also, yes, sir.
It was one of the kids.
One of your
Ooh, I was about to say something.
Shout out to Grady Gilstrap. And yes, he is as racist as his name sounds.
Gilstrap.
Gilstrap.
Okay, somebody get the strap. 50 Cent.
Nah, I call him Sheriff Gilstrap because he looks like he looks like the type of person he'll be like, you lost, boy. That's what he kind of looks like. He'll say that kind of thing to you.
And on
All
that
right.
note, shout out to our 100th and 100th subscriber. Once again, make your subscriptions public so that way we can give you a proper shout out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the video. Also, as well, don't forget to hit the little bell notification icon so that way you can see our videos when we do post them. And so, Brooks, you have a pretty familiar saying amongst us when it comes to what is a friend. So go ahead and start off.
So, you'll be having a conversation with people and then, certain things come up and, goes along with what is a friend. And everybody knows what a friend is: true friend, best friend, grade school friend, whatever the case is. But I've told people that, yeah, you are my friend, but once I'm out of the picture, you won't hit up everybody else. And, basically saying like, yeah, you're my friend. You might be cool with everybody else, but you're just associated because that's not your real. They're your friends, but they're not your real friends. You're just there because of association. So basically along the lines of, I hang out with you and then you hang out with the same person because I invite them around. Yeah, y'all can be cool and cordial, but doesn't mean at the end of the day that you have to be fully dive into it. Oh my God, we're friends for life. So it's just like, when you be telling people that, sometimes they do take offense to it when it's just like, it's no offense, no hard feelings. It's just like, we just know at the end of the day, if, something happens, you would be on my side or whoever it could be, one of y'all friends. Like, cause we have your friend in common, Brandon and what's the other, Weldon. I mean, I was cool with them, but it's not like those are my actual friends in the sense of, if I need like the $20 or I need a ride, that I can hit them up. Maybe they would do it, but that's not my first intentions because they weren't the people who I built that friendship around.
True. And yeah, those are more so like I'm just like I am cool by association type friends. Yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, we're cool, we're cordial, we'll be in the house, we'll party, we'll drink, smoke, whatever the case may be. But then once the main friend is out, no communication, silence. But the ones that do actually decide to talk afterwards are the ones where you're just like, okay, we're on that level at least. So at least more than just being associated level. So my and I'm still I'm 32 years old, so I'm still, and it feels like when you're 32 or in your 30s, you feel like you've grown, but you still have much to learn when it comes to actual friendships and the places of where you associate with certain things. Some of them, they're your brothers and your sisters. Some are just really close friends, but you don't divulge into really personal topics. And then others are just associates. Of course, these two on the screen with me, I consider brothers, but I know they have their own set that's 10, 20 years since pretty much diapers. And I'm cool with most of them. I'm cool, cordial with them. They have no problems with me. I have no problems with them. But that's a deeper friendship.
Yep.
My two brothers on here, and the same with me. I've known both Brooks and Blair going on 5 years now. In fact, 4 going on 5. But I have friends that I've been friends with for 20 years, decades, things of that nature. And it's not that I'm putting them on a different level. It's just that, it's just have longer friendships. So, but they're still my brothers, and we can pretty much talk about anything, and I can be myself, even when I have my antics. And they'll have to call me. Be like, why? Why are you doing this? Why are you saying
right?
And then I have to chill out for a couple of days. But
you ain't got no choice. You be in Facebook jail.
or worse. But anyways.
But yeah, I mean, a friend is also like, if you use it in the example of workplace, it's still the same way. Like, you're at work and you're cordial with everybody, but then you have those people that you hang out with outside of work, getting your troubles and your little mix up. You know how that go, you know what I'm saying? Friday night. And then, when you go back to work, it's just like, oh, hey, I'm not going to tell you what we did, but what's up? Because, we work together. We might be in the same department, or I helped your department, or wherever you work at,
Gotta keep
it's always
professional.
that. So it's just like, and then along with friends and friendship, all that stuff, I kind of don't like the saying about no new friends, because at the end of the day, when you move, if you do move a lot, or if you go to a different work environment or whatever you're doing, you're going to end up meeting new people. I mean, does it mean you have to be friends with them? No, but I'm pretty sure you would gain experience from them and eventually might make friends. So the whole notion of no new friends is kind of like, I mean, I know some people like to keep a circle small, but it's just like, for me, I don't like being like, I do have a circle of friends, set friends, but the crazy thing about it is I have a circle of friends from everywhere that I have lived or worked, where it's just that group of friends that I work. Yeah, it might not be a big circle, but I have multiple circles that in actuality, if I could bring everybody together, it would be a big group of friends. So it's just like a lot of that. I mean, that social media stuff that you hear, music, movies, it's so stupid sometimes. Like, sometimes you can hinder yourself from finding somebody that can help you, or hey, if you're in the dating game, somebody that could have been a potential mate, all because you wanted to stick to this whole no new friends and this and that. Like, at the end of the day, you live and you learn. Stuff happens, and then you find out who the real people are and who will really stick around and who won't.
And the social media and friendship topic, we'll discuss that in a minute, because social media as a whole should not be dictating friendships.
Oh boy.
It should not be dictating friendships. It is nothing to pick up a phone or to go see somebody. If you, like I just said earlier, these two, if they ever have a problem with anything that I've said, anything that I do, anything that may rub them the wrong way, they know my work schedule, they know how long I'm up. They easily can pick up the phone and call me and be like, hey, I don't like this or what you said, or why do you say it like this, or I need an explanation. It's simple as a second with a text message, or as simple as with a phone call. If your friendship is broken up by social media, then it was never really a friendship in the first place.
Yeah, and to go along with that, like we're all grown. If we can't have a conversation about something that's going on, then maybe it is time for y'all to end that friendship. But to be that petty, like, come on, man. You know, there's always two sides, and the truth, the false, in the middle, whatever you want to say. It's just like, just because you see it on social media doesn't mean that person really meant it, or the person might have said it, but it came out the wrong way, and people are adding to it. Like the game when you used to play in school, the whisper game, it starts at one end, and then at the end, you're supposed to say, and it's always wrong. It never comes back the same because somebody in the group always wants to mess it up, or they kind of didn't really hear it. So it's just like, I've been there where stuff was said, and I was just like, well, did you come and ask me? No. Oh, well, okay. So how about you actually sit down and listen to what I have to say? And then it's just like, oh, well, duh. That's all you have to do. I don't know why it's so hard to communicate.
Because
Communication is the key to everything. Friendship, relationship, family, whatever. Communicate. Closed mouth doesn't get fed. Like, if y'all don't talk, if y'all don't make it be known, of course there's always going to be some type of disturbance. Like, come on now.
it's just our generation and the younger generation is so quick to cut people off and or get mad about something and not mention it and just hold it in when somebody could honestly be making an honest mistake or just an honest ignorant thing, and it's just like, oh well, you did this, and how am I going to correct something if I don't know what it is? How am I going to correct a behavior if I never know what I'm doing or if this is upsetting you? I don't care if we get into a discussion and we get mad about it, and then I'm going to hear your side and you're going to hear mine. And if you're still mad after that, then hey, at least we both got honest conversation out of each other, and it is what it is. But we're not going to be, we're all grown now. Like, well, at least my generation and our generation is grown now. A lot of us have been out of high school for now pretty much a decade now. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's almost been so. No, it was just yeah. But Miss Blair, you've been quiet, sir.
Do you not have any friends?
Because for me, it's just the whole associate thing, and like what I think what irritates my soul the most is because I have such a low tolerance for BS, as you both know. I hate when people call me and be like, "Oh no, like we're best friends, like you my brother, you this," but I only hear from you when you're looking for someone. So no, not really. Or I only hear from you when you need something. I only hear from you when you know that a group of us are about to get together and you just now you want to talk. And you can tell the difference between someone that does that and someone that you just genuinely don't speak to a lot. Like our group of friends, me and Brooks, like we don't talk every day, and even if we do talk every day through the group chat, like when we see each other, it's still that same energy. That's the
Mm-hmm.
difference. But you know, I got folks now that claim to be my friend, and they only on my social media just to see what I'm up to, just to see what I'm doing, and to be nosy or to talk about me. I don't care either way, but it's just being someone's friend is like a sacred. It's sacred to me. I don't give that title to everybody because um my friends are a different breed. Like like my folks, I'm talking about y'all included. Like I don't play by mine. I don't play. I don't play by mine. Yeah, either one of y'all call me about some. Look, I got the machete underneath the bed right now. Like I don't play by mine. I don't got a lot of play in me when it comes to my folks, and most of my friends are pretty much family at this point.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always about protect your own and look after each other, because honestly, that's a problem with a lot of people, not in just your circle, but everyday life. You look after the people around you because it comes back to you. just because you're doing the decent thing or the right thing, it comes back to you. I mean, y'all can attest to this. How many times a month do I need to borrow something from y'all because I ain't got it? So, and I know I can do that
And
because
friends don't count favors. You do not count favors. I don't care how many times. And like I said, to Blair's point, he can call any time of the month, anytime. Hey, I need this for this, this, and this. Oh, I can only do this. Or hey, I got it. You got it. Or hey, I don't got it, but I can try to find a way to get it.
Yep.
I don't never count the favor against them and say, oh, remember this time where I gave you such and such and such, because now you're being petty. And if you're my friend, there's no need to be petty, because at the same time, I know he will do a turnaround the same for me. He has over and over and over again. Same with Brooks. Friends do not count favors, because at the end of the day, like Blair said, it's going to come back to you, either in a blessing, or if you decide to be petty, it's going to come to you in a curse. And karma does not play with anybody.
and then you definitely find out who your friends are when you're going through things. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Or when you just decide, like I've had moments where I'm just like, you know what? I'm not gonna
Be the first one to call or text. Yup.
Yep. You find out real quick. Because the funny thing about these things right here, people love to make excuses about these things. There's a reason why there's a reason why these things are $800, $900, $1,000, $1,200. You're always on it. You're always on it. It's always near you. So I know you saw me calling. You saw me, and I would much rather you say, you know what? I just didn't feel like speaking, than say I didn't see it. This thing can tell you when to take your birth control. So if it can do all of that, it can notify you when somebody calling.
It has your bank records. It has health apps to let you know when your next appointment is, your medical statements, your bank records, your phone records. It has people.
If you're a criminal, your criminal records.
Exactly. It has everything that you can track. You can even turn this GPS off, and the police and the government can still find you. There is no excuse for 2 seconds to take the time of even saying, hey, I'm not feeling it today, but I'll talk to you another day.
But so not to cut you off though, as you guys know, and as most of my friends know, yes, I see you guys text me. Yes, I see y'all call, but I ain't answering. And when I do, it's on my time. And for the most part, most of my friends don't take it to heart, because they know who I am already. Because I'll be the one playing the game, and I look who is calling me, and everybody's looking at me like, bro, you have a phone, and you always complain when people call and text you, and then when nobody's calling and texting you, you're just like, So everybody knows how I am with that. But it's just like, at the end of the day, it might not be right away. For some people it's quicker than others, no offense. But some people it's just like, I'll just give them a call back next week or tomorrow, whatever the case is, or I give them a little text. But at the end of the day, also along with the friendship, it's just like, at the end of the day, I have friends that I have been friends with for years. And if I was to call or text them right now, at the moment, it's like nothing ever happened. So that's another set of friends that are there for you too. The ones that that they're one call away. Yeah, you might not talk to them every day because of circumstances or living situations or wherever you might be, but that at the end of the day, if you just need to hit somebody up, that they're gonna be there. And that's me. I'm that friend.
Just a little tidbit to people out there. You don't screw your friends. Just for everybody. That's men and women. I don't screw my friends. So I wanted to put it out there because there are so many people be like, oh, that's my friend. I was like, yeah, but he was just you know what? Okay. The point is, when someone is your friend, there's a reason why they have that title. So it's just kind of dangerous for you to just be like, you know.
So you got to break it down like this. So you got to say your friends and friends with benefit.
Either way, like, and I get that. That's fine, but it just looks weird to me. It's just like, oh, okay, that's your homeboy. Is that your homeboy? Is it really your homeboy? Or?
But I mean, in order for you to talk to somebody on that level, don't they have to be your friend at some point?
First, but if you continuously label them as a friend, I didn't say start off as a friend. I said is y'all been friends this whole time and y'all are smashing. No, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, because I'm telling you, ladies, it usually ends bad for y'all because of how y'all are set up. But you know, I'm just saying, you know, because
I don't know about that. I think it's the other way around.
You think so?
Yeah, because guys be butthurt nowadays.
Yeah.
They want you to do what they want to do, but then when they do it, it's like
they want everything but the title.
Yeah, like guys on nowadays, guys are on the iffy side, sir.
Well, I ain't talking about the nowadays men, because honestly, I don't have no nowadays men around me. To just be honest with you, most of the dudes I know, we have this thing called common sense that kind of guides everything we do. Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna.
That is for another topic.
Ain't that common.
For another day. However, the true friend in the simplest of definitions is that has seen you at your worst, has accepted who you are, and is still willing to be there no matter what. There is not a timetable. There is not anything. There's not a timetable. As long as you know that at any time, no matter if you are years apart and y'all may not speak, now that may be a little bit iffy, however, but sometimes it happens. Life happens, things of that nature. You move away, such as with Brooks. Brooks was in Hawaii. And we had lived together 2 months prior before he moved. And he had to get adjusted. So guess who wasn't speaking? But as soon as he was able to get himself back right.
Shoot.
Right.
If you want to talk about that, a better example, and Mr. Blair can attest to this, is when we used to all live in Pennsylvania. It was years before I even spoke to anybody. Now, Facebook, I was there, but not as often. But my friends legitimately decide to play Call of Duty, and I decided to play Call of Duty. And guess what happened? We all ended up in the lobby together. And then guess what? The friendship was right back to where it started. After years of not talking to them. It's not like I had any animosity or any doubt they're not my friends. It's just people moved. I had a new set of friends where I was living at the time, and they were closer. So it was just like, convenient. And I was hanging out with them more often. But like I said, I think I moved in 2008 is when I moved. And sometime during like 2000, I forgot what year it was, but it was like 2016-ish. Met up on Call of Duty, random ass lobby. And I heard their voices and I saw the clan tag. And I'm just like, nah, I can't be them. As I listening to them, I put on my mic and I said something that they would know, and everybody, oh, and it's just like that. Like, yeah. So it's just like, man, at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with having friends. There's nothing wrong with making new people. You just got to do it accordingly. And yeah, it might suck that you lose some people, but you outgrow people at the end of the day. Some people it's unfortunate, but then sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's not. You just gotta stick it out and see who it is, who's real, who's not. Nothing wrong at all.
All right, Mr. Blair, any last words?
Just be careful out here, folks. Everything that look good ain't good for you. Just because they say they're your friend doesn't mean they really are. Just watch out for the signs. Be diligent. Use your senses. Use your brain. Use your sense. That's all you got to do. and you will see it. The farther back you look, the farther forward you shall see.
Words of wisdom from Blair with the glasses. Hold on, just anime.
Oh yeah.
From the Obsidian Alliance, life is an adventure. Be precious to it. Take care of yourself. Know and understand who your actual friends are. Make sure you take the time to say you love them, take care of them, because of course, due COVID, it can be taken at any moment. Rest in peace to the 200,000 in the United States that have passed away due to COVID. Friends, family members, things of that nature.
Oh, and real quick before we sign off, stop making when somebody dies the time when you want to be showing affection or love. It shouldn't have to be that way. It
Give
should start
them
from
their
now.
flowers before you have
It
to
should
give
start
them
now.
at a funeral.
Yeah.
From the Obsidian Alliance, yours, peace. And if you need guidance, come seek the Alliance.
All right.